Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, we are going to tackle Arena Hawkins, a very tough arena, 12-star difficulty of course, with 3 different teams. None of my teams will be using anyone from the new batches, and 2 of them will be using a friend Captain Franky, while the last one won't be using one, in case of course you cannot find any to clear the arena. If you enjoy my One Piece Treasure Cruise content, please leave a like, I would really appreciate it, and subscribe to the channel to of course help me keep doing this. Without further ado, let's get to my teams and let's beat Arena Hawkins. The first team for the video will be using Roger as captain with a friend captain dual unit Franky, and for this team we need to have rare recruit Crocus support on Roger, very important for the damage reduction in the final stage, and also the Megalo ship is mandatory. For everyone else you can use stat boosting supports of course. Even though I got Rebecca here and my specials are maxed, of course you want to stall stage 1 if you do not get here. You also want to enter the quest as Franky, so the Psy side of the dual unit, and then you want to have the super swap ready for stage number 3. Either if you get Rebecca or if you don't, it does not matter, you still need the super swap to clear extremely easily. I think it is also necessary for one of your Q units, either Cracker or Sengoku, to have a matching slot, so if you get Rebecca that is awesome. If you do not, you can stall enough on the turtles in stage 1 to have a matching slot, so you can get rid of the mob in stage 3 in one turn. Here we are, stage number 3, of course you need to enter as Franky, that's why you need to start as Franky to remove the attack down, then super swap for the 2x color affinity boost, and then attack, ending of course on your Q units for maximum damage. In stage number 4, our Wano slot strategy begins, and of course you also want to stall for Megalo, not only for your other specials. And here, after sockets activate and the preemptive applies, you want to activate 6+ Garp who resists the special bind to remove it from everyone and get a chain lock. Then Sengoku is awesome, removing damage reduction, bind and resilience while providing a bit of extra damage. Then you want to swap back to Franky and activate Roger's super type ability for a full board of guaranteed matching slots. Finally, you want to activate Oden to make these slots Wano. They are now also locked, so they will remain present for the final stage and then attack very easily, beating Hawkins. Time for the boss stage now, and normally the main boss will give us despair for our captains, but Roger of course will completely remove it. The thing that is also awesome about this team is that Cracker's sailor ability pretty much counters the special rewind for our sailors, because when we activate Franky for an attack boost, an ore boost and healing, then Cracker will get his special back. Now we can activate Cracker to get a color affinity boost and the chain boost for 2 turns. Finally, we want to activate Roger's special to extend the ore boost that Franky gave us, and to activate Crocus for a damage reduction shield so we can survive the hit from Hawkins. Then activate Megalo as well to lock the Wano slots again, very important to do, and then very easily you will be able to beat Hawkins by ending the chain on your Q units. Unfortunately, a pretty annoying mechanic here is that he will revive. He will give us 10 turns of attack down, which will be gone because of our friend captain. He will do a lot of damage to us, but thankfully we have the damage reduction shield, and now we are ready to get rid of him for good. Attack with your captains and then the Q units to beat Hawkins and recruit him for your box. For the next team, again we are going to use a friend captain Franky. We are going to enter as Franky, but this time we have a captain Yamato. We also want to use Ace and Sabo, the Kizuna legend, as a sub, and we are going to enter the quest as Sabo. Be very careful with this team because it is strong, but it is very specific, so if you make a mistake you might completely waste your run and stamina. Firstly, you need to swap Franky twice in stage number 1, and you need to swap Sabo 4 times, having the super swap ready to go in your next swap. Then for your support, you need to use Rare Recruit Kuma on Moria to remove Despair in the final stage, along of course with maximum Despair sockets. You need Treasure Map Jinbe on Yamato, so you can lock your slots. And then I am using limited Rare Recruit support Brule on Kung Fu Luffy. She is not necessary and very easily replaceable. Mainly you need a support that can give Luffy his special back after the rewind in the final stage. V1 Law can also do that, and I am pretty certain that Int Anniversary Rare Recruit Nami can also do it, but any support that will give Luffy his special back is fine. I'm actually pretty certain that V1 Legend Law is better than Brule because he gives you more healing, which is great, but I just do not have his support maxed out. Healing will be important and also damage reduction, so Mega Law is awesome, giving you more HP and damage reduction. Damage reduction sockets and auto heal sockets are of course always welcomed as well. Now in stage number 3, it's time to super swap Ace and Sabo, and then it's time to easily beat the mob, ending on your middle row units, which of course have the highest boost from both your captains. They also of course have the color advantage. Moria does, but he's not double boosted, so pay attention to that. Next, in stage number 4, what we want to do first is of course activate Ace now, because he will remove the special bind, he will give us guaranteed matching slots and a 3-turn ore boost. Then Moria to remove resilience, then we want to activate the Kuja Pirates to remove damage reduction, get an attack boost and even a conditional attack boost. Then Yamato to get guaranteed Wano slots and a chain boost. And finally, you want to swap Franky to Chopper after support Jinbe activates to lock the Free Spirit slots. Attack with your Free Spirit units and extremely easily beat Hawkins. Now time for the final boss. Megalo special actually won't be necessary this time, we just want the ship for more damage reduction and more HP. After the preemptive activates, the support on Luffy must give him his special back, like Brule does here, and then your sockets, along with Kuma, will completely remove Despair. Now what you want to do is swap Chopper to Franky, but do not activate him. Then you want to activate the super type special of Yamato to lock your Wano slots again and get a chain boost. And finally you want to activate Kung Fu Luffy to get threshold but also an attack boost. Attack in this order, ending on the middle row units again that are the strongest on the team against strength enemies, and easily beat Hawkins by hitting your perfects. After the revive, if you managed your friend captain swaps correctly, Franky will completely reduce attack down. Then, because of the threshold, we will survive the hit from Hawkins, and what is going to happen now is we are going to super swap our friend captain and also activate the special of Chopper to get an ore boost. The attack boost from Kung Fu Luffy is still active, so that is of course very helpful. Now time to attack, starting the chain with the friend captain, then Yamato, and of course ending again on the middle row units to beat Arena Hawkins. The third and final team for the video won't be using a friend captain Franky, we are going to use Smoker with a friend captain versus Akainu instead. This team is very specific, you need to be very careful in your run with all of the specific mechanics, and you need to use the supports unfortunately in order to beat the quest. In stage number 1, what you want to do first of all is keep swapping Robin and Jinbe, but also Shirahoshi and Manseri, while farming slots for versus Akainu's versus ability, and then you do not want to get hit because that will completely ruin your stalling. You want to stall as much as possible. The team is very strict, so you need maximum charge special sockets, you need a ship that will reduce your specials, and you also need to enter on Robin, and unfortunately I do not think Robin and Jinbe is a replaceable unit. Pay very close attention to their swap meter, because we want their super swap in the final stage. Without it, this team will fail to clear. You need to leave the first 2 stages while 1 turn is remaining for you to get your super swap, and you also need to have Akainu's versus ability maxed out by stage number 4. But that is extremely easy to do. For supports, Christmas Leo on Shirahoshi Marcery will give them their specials back in the final stage. Treasure Map Perospero on Smoker will guarantee him a matching slot after the revive. And then, limited rare recruit support Akainu on Sengoku will help us get a 2.75 times chain lock to of course evade the attack down in stage 4. In stage number 3, swap to Jinbe and activate his special to remove attack down but also boost your base attack. If they are in the middle row, they will give the adjacent Q units matching slots, which is awesome and will make it easier for you to clear. Then attack starting with Robin Jinbe, all in, and then your Q units ending on your captains to do the maximum amount of damage possible and beat the mob immediately. If you noticed, Robin Jinbe provided us with special cooldown reduction, which is extremely important because Akainu is so difficult to stall with, and now we are going to be able to activate specials and beat the whole quest. So Robin Jinbe is the MVP. Activate all-in to remove damage reduction, special bind and block slots. Then Sengoku will remove resilience, the remaining bind, damage reduction and support Akainu will give us a chain lock. Make certain you are on Mansery here. If you are on Shirahoshi, swap. If you are not, stay on Mansery. And then also activate the versus ability of Akainu. If you want more HP, you can consume a Semla slot from Robin Jinbe and even Mansery, but I do not think it is necessary. Hit a perfect with everyone else though who has the ore boost from all in, ending on your captains to beat Hawkins in stage 4. At this stage of the run, Akainu, Smoker and Mansery should have maximum specials. You should be at overheal HP. Robin Jinbe are ready to be super swap and you are entering stage number 5 with all-ins or boost active. After the preemptive happens, Leo will give Mansery her special back, and what you want to do is swap to Shirahoshi and activate her to get a full board of rainbow slots, which is super important. Remove despair but also get a lot of healing. Then you are ready to activate your captains. First you want to activate versus Akainu, who will give you a chain lock. He would give you an ore boost but you already have one. And then you want to activate Smoker's special to get a 2.5 times attack boost. Smoker is a beast here because he will block attack down from being applied to our team after the Hawkins revive. TM Perospero will lock Smoker's slots, which will come in play later, and you want to activate his super type to extend the attack boost and the ore boost. And finally, super swap to Robin to get a little bit of healing, but the most important part, a damage reduction shield. Then attack, starting on Robin, all-in, Shirahoshi Mansery and the other 3 units, ending of course on your captains, to do the maximum amount of damage possible and beat Hawkins. Now after the revive, no attack down and no poison slots for Smoker and Shirahoshi Mansery. Shirahoshi Mansery is not fully boosted, so we don't really care, but for Smoker it is extremely important because now we are going to end the chain on him to do a lot of damage again and beat Hawkins. Attack with your Q units in this order: Shirahoshi Mansery, Sengoku, Akainu and then Smoker to top it all off and beat Hawkins, recruiting him for your box. And these are my 3 teams for you to beat Arena Hawkins. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to tell me in the comments down below and I will do my best to help. Although this time, because this content is very hard, have in mind that the replacements will be extremely hard to find as well, especially for the strict teams. Hopefully you enjoyed the video anyway though and you found it helpful. Please let me know with a like, I would really appreciate it, and of course subscribe to the channel for more One Piece Treasure Cruise content like this one. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, take care and I'll see you in the next one.